every time I walk into a room, I have someone play it. It does everything I wanted the end of this series to do. They said, well, you were once Cobra Kai. And I was like, no, I wasn't. And I'm like, oh, yes, you were.
Ralph, it's good to see you again. I assure you there'll be no tears today.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Good.
That's because I've already had my tears. I told you last time if I heard You're the Best, I was going to be in floods of tears. And you knew it when I said it.
Yep.
How does it make you feel when you hear that song? Because it must have a deep-rooted connection to you as well.
It's every time I walk into a room, I have someone play it. That's just what. No. In a way, I do have to say, when I saw the trailer that just dropped, that song hits and it's just the hair stand up. You get the goosebumps. That's it. It takes you back to a certain time. It's nostalgic, yet it still kicks ass in a way. And seeing it under the images of Cobra Kai, it does everything I wanted the end of this series to do, which is harken back to where the magic was created back in 1983, hence 84's release. It's awesome. I have an anthem, Who knew?
It's my gym track as well. Some people need Rocky. For me, it's that one. It is that one. But while you have been Miyagi-Do your whole life, this is Cobra Kai, and you have had to adopt those teachings as well. What's it been like for you having to do that? It
was easier, or I guess I became more used to it in season 6 than I was previous. It was always like, I can't even, It was interesting early on. There was, I think, a scene in season 2 where I even forgot in one of the sequels, I was Cobra Kai with Terry Silver for a while. And I remember reading the scene and they said, well, you were once Cobra Kai. And I was like, no, I wasn't. And I'm like, oh, yes, you were. Because in my mind, I could never go to that dark place, which is kind of funny, the parallels, life imitating art. And so coming fully to that side to sort of understand the benefits of it, was really carefully figured out or dissected by the writers and the creators of the show on how both of these sides can enhance to make a better end game, and when you need to be a little more aggressive and when you need to be more on the defense, but it's still always about avoiding the conflict. And that still in the end is what, is where LaRusso stands and believes, and that feels good going forward.
And obviously we are coming to the end. I've already reached the end and I'm very sad about it. But have you got a message for the fans who have been there from the very first films to the YouTube Red to then to Netflix now, who this series has meant so much to? Yeah, those fans, I call them the day-oners that have been there from day one. They've lifted this up. They provide, the wind in the sails for the flight of the lifetime that I get to be on. It's always, this is it was the fans' movie that made this little sleeper in '84 become a piece of pop culture over decades of time. And, when we show up to a Cobra Kai screening, it's the fans that pack the streets. So it's if they weren't there, we'd never get to do it. So without them, we don't have the opportunity. So it's really a two-way street of inspiration from the fandom to the creative folks that tell the story. It's a love affair, and we will keep it going as long as we can. Oh, please keep it going. It's been the greatest show. I'm going to miss it so much. Well, please make it over to the UK next time. At one point, I have to meet my childhood hero, right? That may happen within this year. I have a feeling. Okay, lovely to see you again, Ralph. Good luck with the show. Thank you. Bye.